Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for the story of Saiunkoku, episode 1. This is a reverse harem, and I picked this up when I was looking for reverse harems to watch. And there was a bunch that I wanted to watch, but I couldn't find any. Like, when I wanted to watch, I would look it up, trying to find the dub. No dub. Tried another one. No dub. I don't know if I didn't have a dub, or it just wasn't on the site that I was looking at. I'll get to it when I finish this recording. You caught me right in the middle. Anyway. So, yeah. I had a hard time finding new ones. Till I found this one. I was like, yes, it has a dub. Because you guys know me, I don't like watching the subs if I can help it. Anyway. You know what? I'm just gonna shut the door. Anyway, let's see. This show, I don't know how many characters it's got. From the opening, it looked like a bunch. Though it could have just been showing the same ones in different lightings, I guess. I don't know. But there's at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 main males and the main female protagonist so far. Anyway, this essentially has a rarity in, typical of this genre, that it has a strong female lead that actually has a personality and a backbone. Because usually, with a reverse harem, or a harem, for example, it has the main character with no personality and no real flaws, essentially no personality and no backbone. Which is supposed to be where you can insert yourself in that show when you're watching it. It's supposed to essentially act as a placeholder, essentially. But this one is one of the few exceptions to the rule. Or not really a rule, to this trope, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Shorty, I think that's what her name is. Yeah, she's supposed to be acting as like the term is a consort, but I think it'd be more like a tutor. And she's supposed to be helping the new king, who is like 19 years old and knows nothing about governing, essentially to show him the ropes on what he needs to do to be a good leader. And apparently her father works there as I guess you could say a librarian, because that's what he does, is take care of books. And I guess this person was her childhood friend, because she knew him when she was a kid. Though he looked older than her at that point, so I don't know what the age difference would be for that, but now he's the retainer for the king, or rather a bodyguard. Oh my god. Because that means I gotta edit it out. Thank you. Anyway, now he's the bodyguard for the king, and thankfully he's good at his job. As far as we can tell. And then we end up meeting one of the generals, and I think they said he was the Secretary of State Affairs. I cannot remember their names for the life of me. I do at least remember, their positions, but I'll have to look up their names later. I don't even know the name of the king, because he's, using an alias or something. Where he's actually using the name of the general as his alias, especially for when they go out. And apparently we find out that he's possibly... There's a rumor going around that he is gay, and that he prefers the company of men over women, which is, I'm guessing, why she was as okay as she was to be his consort, because she didn't have to worry about, him falling for her and trying to woo her, I guess you could say. So she didn't have anything to worry about. I'm not so sure about that. I guess we'll find out later whether he actually is, or if he's just experimenting, or if he's bi. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, we end up getting them going out and about in the town because, the king has never been outside the palace, and they want to give him, the experience of seeing his people, how they live and everything. And we found out that she had actually tried to take the national exam, but apparently women in that time period were not allowed to, so she became a teacher for the kids at the temple instead. Some of the kids she helped, ran into her when they were out and about, and we find out that one of the little girls was helping her mother out who was sick by helping to run the shop, and a guy was hassling them about the price of an item. Thankfully, Shuri managed to diffuse the situation and even took the little girl's place in the shop with him so she could go take care of her mother. Oh god, I was like, oh god, this is not gonna go well, this is gonna be so awkward, and I kinda was. It kinda was, seeing him trying to get customers to come to the shop, and it was funny because they were all women. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it was supposed to be all women because the items that they were selling were like hairpins and stuff. And obviously all the women flocked there because the guy is quite handsome, and, well, obviously girls are going to be drawn to that sort of thing. And they sold quite a bit. And she took him to what used to be her home, and it was run down and everything, and she explained that during that little period where the king had fallen ill, and they were trying to, get the whole thing set up where there was a new king and everything, things went downhill for the people. Very badly, to where, like, a famine or something was happening, and people were dying left and right from starvation, and her father and her childhood friend, I can't remember what his name is. I'm gonna have to get all these dang characters' names at some point, but they were giving away all they had, food-wise, to where it'll take a while for the plants to get back to normal, to where they can bear fruit again. The koi pond was empty of fish. The cherry blossom trees hadn't bloomed for 8 years, so, yeah. And she tries to get him to see that, yeah, they need a leader that can step up and prevent that sort of thing from happening and help his people. And, yeah, he decides he's going to step up and, learn all he needs to learn. So we will see what happens, because still not completely sold that the king is gay completely. I don't know if he is, or if he's experimenting, or if he's just using that to try and avoid, the issue of having to get a wife someday and having a kid. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, yeah, if I can get some more recordings done this week, I will try to. If not, then I apologize. It's just things are crazy right now. Anyway, I'll see everybody next time.